Hello everybody, Tit Davis here with my first album ranking video for you. How's that sound? Now this is going to be a little bit of an awkward situation because I don't actually have the physical albums to show you as I would normally like to do, but I have a list that I compiled, and I'm going to be ranking the Taylor Swift albums, all 7 of them, according to what I like. Now, this is ambiguous, this is completely subjective. This is just my opinion, so feel free to agree or disagree with me. A lot of people are going to disagree with me with my ranking, but, and I have a lot of friends that are Swifties, so, and they're gonna have a bone to pick with me about my ranking, I'm sure. So, leave it in the comment section below, but starting at number 7 for me, this just isn't a good album. I remember when it came out, Taylor was trying to go kind of the anti-Taylor, if you will, trying to let out her dark side with the songs on it, Ready for It, and Look What You Made Me Do, and other trash on it. I'm talking about Reputation, of course, from 2017, her last album on Big Machine Records. New Year's Day, for my money, is the only good song on that album. The rest of it is shit, I think. So, I think that's gonna, when we look back on Taylor Swift's catalog 20 years from now, that's gonna be in the What Happened album pile, along with Never Say Die, and Love Beach, and Silver Side Up, and, Celtic Frost with Cold, like those things, and Black Sabbath with Forbidden and all that stuff. But anyway, so number 7 for me is Reputation. Number 6 is her most recent studio effort, is Lover. Lover, for the most part, I think, is not a very good album. It's too long, way too long. 18 tracks. Granted, there's some really good songs on Lover. The title track, The Man, False God. Those are the 3 songs that really resonate with me, after I listened to it a couple times. Lover, it's better than Reputation, but it's too long. A lot of filler on it. I liked her performance of those songs better in the Tiny Desk concert that she did for NPR, so if you haven't seen that, you should. So number 6 for me is Lover. Number 5 came out in 2014. I Heard It to Death, Blank Space, Welcome to New York, 1989. Yeah. That is when Taylor fully embraced the pop genre. Country Taylor died in 2014, in my opinion. 1989 is not that strong of an album. I guess a couple tunes on it are fun, but Blank Space, I Prevail kind of got some popularity with their cover of that song. You could probably interchange Lover and 1989 for me. I don't know. I don't think 1989 is that strong of an album. But for me, it's number 5 because at least it's not the long, self-indulgent horse glob that we got with Lover. Granted, like I said, a couple good tunes on Lover, but anyway. So number 5 for me in the Taylor Swift catalog is 1989. Number 4, and this is where, for me, the Taylor Swift catalog starts to go up from here. So from 2010, Sparks Fly is a strong album. Granted, I don't think the tunes on there are quite as memorable, but Taylor, you kind of hinting at the pop stuff that she would go on to release later in her discography. But for the most part, Sparks Fly is a really strong kind of country pop album. And I know a lot of my friends really got into that album when that came out in 2010. And I like it. I think it's a pretty good album. Number 4 for me, number 3 for me would be self-titled debut, Taylor Swift. For me, when you have songs like Teardrops on My Guitar, you know, Tim McGraw, what can you say? It's a very strong debut album from an up-and-coming country artist who would later go on to take over the planet. Very strong debut album. So for me, number 3 is Taylor Swift's self-titled debut. Number 2, Fearless. Yeah. Fearless is a very good album. Title track, Love Story, 15. What can you say? You know, country pop classics. Pop classics, I guess you could say. Being covered by so many female artists around the world that inspired so many female artists to pick up a guitar and start writing some really well-crafted pop songs. So for me, number 2 in the Taylor Swift discography is Fearless. And number 1 is going to be a shock to some people. This is the album where Taylor kind of molded her country and her pop influences into one that I think just worked really, really well. I hated this when it came out in 2012, but for me, Red is probably the best album that Taylor Swift ever did, and I think that's going to go on, and I think a lot of people are going to go on to say that this is her best album when we look back at her discography 20, 30 years from now. For me, when you have 22, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, Red, just very, very well-crafted, catchy pop songs, and a nice balance between country Taylor and pop Taylor. For me, the title track is the best song she ever did. Lovin' Him was Red. What can you say? Using colors to convey human emotions. But yeah, Red is a very, very strong album, and I think my favorite Taylor Swift album by far. It's the one that I go back to the most when I go and listen to her catalog. So that is my Taylor Swift ranking for you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to agree with me or disagree with me in the comment section below. And let's see what your favorite Taylor Swift albums are. If you want to rank them, go ahead. If you want to give me your favorite song, go ahead. Just talk about Taylor Swift and her discography. That's the point of this video. Anyway, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.